Good afternoon, ladies. How is life treating you? I am here to send you my weekly video message and cheering you guys on in this great adventure that we are all on together. Today I wanted to touch base and send you a little message about our goals and what those mean to you guys, as well as myself. Earlier today I sent, or posted rather, a picture in our on our team page. Set a goal so big that you can't achieve it until you grow into the person who can. And I think that just speaks volumes. So much of what I have been through on this journey as a Beachbody coach and my own weight loss has been learning and challenging myself to new and exciting goals. Goals were always scary to me. I did read a few books on the subject over the last years of my life, but I've always been afraid to put goals on paper. I don't know why. Honestly, I think it was mostly because I thought if I didn't do it, then I look like a failure. And if I did put a goal, I didn't want to put a big one because what if I didn't get that far or something? So, that is kind of always how I've been in the past. I think having the Beachbody coaching opportunity in front of me has really opened my eyes to other things, the way that life can be, and I get excited every time I think about it. My biggest goals in the beginning were to be at Summit. I've been a customer for a long time, and so I've worked out to like P90X, TurboFire, all that stuff way before when Aiden was a baby, just way before I even knew there was a coaching opportunity. So I'd always seen the infomercial stuff in between each segment, as you would see, and they would show years of Summit and things, and I'm like, what is that? I want to go and work out with all those people. That looks like so much fun. You could meet Shalene and listen to her talk and how fun. And so I knew that was something that I've always, it just got me excited every time I saw that video and come up in between workouts, what is that thing? And so my goals when I first became a coach was to just scrape every penny I had together, beg, borrow, steal, to get to Las Vegas to see what this was all about. So glad that I did. I roomed with somebody that I didn't even know. I went all by myself. I used gift cards that I had been saving up to go visit my mom in Florida, to buy the airline tickets. And my coach actually saw something inside of me that she really thought by going to Summit would propel me to the next level. So she gave me one of her free tickets that she won to register. So my registration was free. My plane ticket was gift cards that I had saved, and I tried to save some money on the room and what have you. But without a doubt, it took my level of thinking and the way that I feel about my life, what I want to accomplish for my family and my children and my husband, about making our life better through helping other people, just to be in the room with these people that are all like-minded individuals. It just solidified the whole thing for me. There was no greater feeling to just be with all these people that felt exactly the same way. And it was from the moment that I stepped onto the airplane at Logan Airport that I had my first encounter with another coach in person, which was huge for me too, because you obviously see this whole Facebook thing and you think, there's these avatars and who are these people? And just from there, I was just giddy with excitement from the day that we got all the way to the end. And the more that we got to do and see, and I won the golden ticket, and I got the front row workout with Shanti, and I got, all these things that I won. I had gotten Success Club points racked up so that I actually won a free photo op with Shanti when I got there. So I got to give him a big hug. I got to stand and give Shalene a hug and get my pictures taken with the combat guys, and I mean, that was my huge goal. So now that I've been there and I've seen the diamonds and the super diamonds and all of these people, hearing their stories, understanding that they are just like me and they're struggling to get by and they're struggling to pay the mortgage and the gas bills and all the different things, and they're just like you and me and no different. They want to stay home with their children. They want to be comfortable. They want to be able to do, you know, trips and things and pay for college tuitions and all of those things. And so now my goals are to be one of those people next year when I'm at Summit. And my other big goal was to have a handful of coaches of my own with me at the time. So I'm pretty excited about some of my new goals. I am, you know, working really hard to try to get there. I'm really excited about some of the opportunities that are coming up for us in our, you know, daily life and the different things. I can just tell you guys that, you know, consistency is the key and very important. I also wanted to see if you guys had the opportunity to pick up any of these magazines. I have a stack of them. I think I might have like 5 or 6 left. But this is really awesome in so many ways. Not only will you learn more about Beachbody as a company, where they're from, Carl Daikeler's views on where they came from, what their whole premise is about us, and how they feel about us spreading this, you know, good into the world about ending the trend of obesity, those kinds of things. But you will also hear from top coaches what the day in the life is for these people. You know, this guy, Wayne Wyatt, he's been on stage year after year. He has his own orthodontic practice and 6 kids, and the article in here just blew me over. I mean, he makes way more money than he does with his orthodontic practice, and the only reason he keeps the orthodontic business is just because he needs to help the existing customers that he has. I mean, it's just incredible the length that and success that he has had by being genuine, telling his story. He was overweight too, and that's how he got started. All these diamond coaches were customers just like us, and you know, this is all it takes, is to just believe in what you can accomplish and take that to the limits. So I'd really like for you guys to post back for me your goals and dreams. What's your big dream? Is it for your family? Is it for you? You know, what are some of the big dreams that you guys have going forward, you know, with this business, with yourself? Tell me where you're going to see yourself in 30 days, in 6 months, in a year from now, where you'd like to be, and post me that video of yourself and your thoughts. For me, it's easy. My plan is to, you know, just grow this business, working consistently every day, trying to do that, reaching out to 10 to 20 new people a day, engaging with them, asking questions, informing them as they do engage back with me. My plan is to be diamond by Thanksgiving, and I would like to try and be star diamond by Summit, if not 2-star. So we'll see how that goes. And as far as financially goes, I need to stand on my own 2 feet aside from my husband, and I want to excel and show my friends and family that this is no joke, and this is serious, and it's not a cult, and, you know, this is the way of the future, and I love it, and I'm so passionate about it, and I'm so excited about it, and I've just never felt this way about anything. If some of you may or may not know the background of me, my father was in had his own company for many years. When I was a little girl, they came up from New Jersey and came here to Massachusetts when I was 3 months old, completely broke, took all of his savings, started his own business. At the time it was drive-through systems and background musics at McDonald's and Burger Kings and things like that. And over the years it just kind of morphed and the technology changed. And so he was a pretty large player in that industry by the time I was in high school, very, very successful. And it was the 80s probably timing frame, and so we had a really nice big house that we lived in when I was younger, and had all the stuff. You know, we had houses in New Hampshire and boats and things like that he had, you know, grew his own company from nothing. And I ended up working for him out of high school, college, kind of transition. I didn't really know where I was kind of fitting to be. You know, a lot of the time I was known as Jerry Anderson's daughter, which wasn't terrible, but with the business, I just didn't feel like, you know, I was more or less invisible. It was his legacy, not mine. And so I think, you know, kind of got sucked into I didn't ever want him to leave me the company per se. I really wouldn't know how to do something like that, was kind of my thought process at the time. So I just continued to work for him. And then as I got older, I met Mark, got married, and I got sucked into more of a sales role with his company. And then at the same time, he sold to a big corporation that came in. And so they were a national company out of California, and they were all over the country. You might have heard of a company named Muzak. This is like their next biggest competitor in that industry. So at that same time, I went through some rigorous training. This is what I wanted to do. I was going to sell. I was going to be just like Dad, just as successful as Dad. I was like totally sucked in and all this stuff. And, you know, over time, what else was I going to do? Honestly, I really kind of thought, well, I screwed up the college thing. I was no good at that. Not really that great of a student, so, you know, I'm not going to go back to school to learn a new trade. You know, I got good at developing relationships with people. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. I do. I really love that dynamic of, you know, talking to somebody. Not necessarily selling, but being more of a consultant. And then when he retired, the company that took over took his business, basically just made all these changes, and the people mostly got let go that had worked for him for a number of years. So I had decided then, my husband and I would start our own company, and we were going to do subcontract work for this larger company. My dad was there to advise us and so forth. And so that was the birth of our company that we have now. And so I continued to sell for that company and grow that company. And it's still in business today. This was our 13th summer, which is great. The economy has just been terrible. It's just been no fun, honestly. Someone that could walk a day in my shoes, being a mom and running a business and trying to sell to keep the company afloat, honestly, it was killing me inside. The daycare was crazy expensive. It was killing me that I sent my 3-year-old to daycare right after. I had no choice. It's not like I got maternity leave really, because it was my company and I could do what I want, but we weren't, you know, financially set in a position where my dad was, that I could do that. So, you know, in my head, I'm thinking, when am I going to be successful like him? When does this happen for me? How much longer do we have to struggle? You know, these kinds of things. And honestly, it was just burning me out. My stress level was up to here. I mean, the exercise part was probably the only thing that I loved to do. I would get up at the crack of dawn, and it was all just by myself, work out, do my thing, you know. And like I said, I'd seen those videos. I'm like, that is fun. That's where I want to be. And so, you know, but I'm thinking, get from here to there, you know, that's just crazy talk, you know. How I would never be a fitness instructor. How would I do that, you know? I apologize that I'm kind of going off on a little bit of a detour, but I really wanted you guys to know kind of where I'm coming from with my own story. I really feel like I was living someone else's dream for a really long time. And so in April, I told my husband that something's got to give. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to talk to customers. It makes me sad because we had built up this great business over 13 years. We have a lot of customers. He has a lot of service work. And so that is kind of huge as far as what keeps us going on a day-to-day basis. A lot of recurring service work, which is great. So, kind of had this talk where, why couldn't you just do the service end of things? I can stay home. We'll save a chunk of change, And at the same time, my coach was like, you should do Beachbody coaching, And I thought, how would I do this? I want to, but how could I could never not do it full time because I don't feel like I could devote enough time that I want to spend on it. I know that I'd want to do more. And so I had said to my husband, I don't know where this is going to take me. I have these examples of these people, but this is what I want. This is what I want to do. I have a good feeling in my heart, in my gut, and my passion is going to take me there. I am so excited now every day when I wake up that I get to do this. Excited that I get to see the kids come off the bus in the afternoon. It really does kind of get me going. I love that my job is to work on my fitness and health and to help people and show people the way to do that for themselves. Just yesterday I got to have a phone call with one of our customers, Beachbody customers, and it was so awesome to talk to somebody in person about what we do and how I can help her, and it just solidified everything. Made me feel wonderful. She really just, talked about how inspiring I was, and, it's just kind of all coming together. So the last piece of the pie on that is, just to be financially free. And that is my ultimate goal, next year's goal. And I think we can do it. So, wanting you guys to post for me your goals, any questions that you guys have at this point, how I can help you achieve your goals, our goals together. This is our business. This is our team. This is to benefit us all together. We're all in this together. So, so excited to have you all. Addition of Justin and Kristen and Ann, Jackie and Sue. You guys are wonderful. Psyched that you're in my backyard, so we'll be able to do the Fit Club together by the end of the month and be able to see each other on a regular basis. I think that will really be a big deal too, to be able to just have that constant personal connection with each other. So I'm going to continue with my weekly video messages, and like I said, post for me short-term, long-term goals. Talk to me about what the extra money would do for you. Extra $100 a month, extra $500 a month, an extra $1,000 a month. What would that do for you and your family? Talk to me about that. So hope you guys are having a great week. Keep up the great work. Message me if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing your videos by the end of the week. Bye.